0.9 sumTo. I'm going to try a new method here, and we're going to write a method sumTo. So we'll do public sumTo. It's going to accept an integer n as parameter, and it's going to return the sum of the first n reciprocals. If you read more into it, it looks like it wants us to return double. So we'll do double sumTo, we'll pass in this parameter, and then we're going to be inside of here. So we want something that looks like this. If you think about it, our base case would be 1. And then our other would be basically having 1 over n and decrementing every single time we go through this recursion. So let's test it out here. First, I'm going to deal with this right here, where if n is equal to 0, we just want to return a 0.0 because it's a double 0.0. Otherwise, we're going to do else if our n is less than 0, we want to return, sorry, not return, we want to throw a new illegal argument exception. So we've taken care of those cases. Those are the simplest, easiest to do. And now what we want to do is handle our other case. This is kind of like an if-else. If we have this base case, we're just printing 1. Else, we're going to continuously do recursion. So there's another way you can do these if-else. It's kind of cool. We're going to want to return, and that's why we have this return here. But I'm going to actually delete this for now, because it just helps explain it a little bit better, but we do need to return in front when we're done with this. So what we want to see is if our n is equal to 1, or if it's not equal to 1, we want to do something, right? If it is equal to 1, we hit our base case. If it's not equal to 1, we want to continuously go through this. We have a question mark. Which one is it? And if n is equal to 1, we know we just want to return a 1.0. Otherwise, we have this colon right here. It's double colon, I think it's called. That's going to separate our else. So if n is equal to 1, we return 1. Else, we are going to want to return our 1.0, because it's a double, divided by, we have to cast our n as a double because it comes in as an integer. So we'll have double n like this. And so we have this being divided together. And then after that, we want to add, because we are continuously adding, right? Our recursion, which is going to be the sumTo, where we pass in our n minus 1. And again, we want to just return this. And that'll end our function. So we want to return the outcome of if n is equal to 1. We just have this base case here. Or we're going to do this recursion right here. You can kind of see how this would look if it was an if-else statement. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's new. If it's not, I mean, well, it's new for me. So I passed 6 out of 6 tests, and that's how you would do this exercise.